Military 353,016 pages. SIGNINREGISTER. Explore popular pages. Project maintenance. In aircraft, fighter jets, articles incorporating text from Wikipedia. Nanchang Q5 Fantan. The Nanchang Q5, Qiangji 5, or Qiang 5 export name, A5. NATO reporting name, Fantan, is a twin-engine, single-seat, supersonic ground attack aircraft developed by Nanchang-based Hongdu Aircraft Industry Group. The main roles of the aircraft are air interdiction and close air support. Early variants of the Q5 in service with the PLAF and PLA Navy have now been replaced by the upgraded variants with improved navigation and precision strike capability. The PLA has been seeking a replacement to this 40-year-old design since the 1970s, but with no success. Instead, the aircraft has been steadily upgraded with new weapons and avionics to extend its service life. Contents: Hide. 1. Description. 2 variants. 2.1 Q5A, 2.2 Q5B, 2.3 Q5BII, 2.4 Q52/IA/2/A5B, 2.5 Q53, 2.6 Q5M, 2.7 Q5K, 2.8 Q5D, 2.9 Q5 Precision Strike, 2.10 Q5J. 3 Specifications. 4. See also. Description. The Q5 was developed from the Shenyang J6, MiG-19 Farmer copy, fighter. The Q5 inherited the wing and tail of the J6, but has a redesigned fuselage featuring a solid nose with lateral air intakes. The increased airframe weight and modified profile have resulted in the Q5 being less maneuverable. The Q5 is 1,360 kilograms heavier than the J6 and its maximum speed is 0.23 Mach slower. The Q5 is also inferior to the J6 in maximum climb rate and service ceiling, and requires longer runway for takeoff and landing. Additionally, in order to give room for additional avionics and armaments, the internal fuel capacity had to be reduced, resulting in a shorter combat radius. The Q5 has a downward-sloping profile nose that provides the pilot with better visibility. The wings are mid-mounted, sharply swept back, and tapered. The tails are also swept back and tapered. Early variants of the Q5 has a fuselage weapon bay, but this was removed on the later variant to accommodate more fuel in internal tanks. 2 WOPM 6 turbojet engines are mounted side by side in rear of the fuselage with 2 hydraulically actuated nozzles. The semicircular lateral air intakes have small splitter plates. The cockpit and internal tanks have armor protections. The cockpit is fitted with a 3-piece windscreen and a rear-hinged canopy. The Q5 is equipped with the radio compass, radio altimeter, beacon receiver, and optical firing forward/bomb sight. The aircraft is equipped with a low-speed ejection seat identical to that of the J6/MiG-19, which can operate at speeds between 250-850 km forward/h. The aircraft is powered by 2 WP6 turbojet engines, each rated at 25.5 kN, 2,600 kilograms, 5,733 pound, dry and 31.87 kN, 3,250 kilograms, 7,165 pound, with afterburning. The aircraft can fly at near sonic speeds when carrying 1,000 kilograms weapon load in its internal weapon bay without external payloads. When carrying a pair of 760 external fuel tanks, the aircraft can only fly at subsonic speeds. The Q-5 usually adopts a low flight profile, which gives a maximum combat radius of 400 km, or 600 km when using a low high profile. The flight manual of the Q-5 also instructs that the flight speed should not exceed 0.98 Mach when flying at low altitudes. SIGNINTOEDIT. Download. Video. Ching 5 Fantan. A half. Military Wiki. Explore popular pages. Project maintenance. Fandom. Beta. Fan. Central. Games. Anime. Movies. TV. Video. Wikis. Starter. Wiki. Variants. Q-5A. The Q-5A is the nuclear weapon bomber variant, featuring a semi-recessed weapon bay to carry a single Q-1 air-dropped thermal nuclear, hydrogen, bomb. The internal fuel capacity was increased by 2,155 litre and the external fuel capacity was increased by 1,560 litre to achieve extended range. The aircraft was fitted with nuclear weapon check and control system, an nuclear weapon ejection mount produced by 124 factory, and a special optical sight developed by 5,714 factory. Only a small number of the Q-5A was built and the PLAF no longer operates this variant in active duty. The Q-5A uses a method of loft bombing, also known as toss bombing, where the attacking aircraft pulls upwards and releases its bomb load. This method enables the aircraft evading enemy radar detection by flying at low altitudes when approaching the target. The bomb load is then released at an angle between 45°-90 degrees above the horizontal, enabling it to gain some altitude to cover a larger blast-killing zone in spite of its low release. The aircraft could even conduct over-the-shoulder bombing release, where the bomb is released past the vertical so it is tossed back towards the target. On the 30th of December, 1970, a Q-5A 11264 flown by PLAF pilot Yang Gyoxiang carried China's first operational thermal nuclear, hydrogen, bomb to Lop Norn nuclear test site. However, the aircraft's weapon mount failed to release the bomb over the target zone. Two subsequent attempts to release the bomb using emergency procedures also failed. Yang flew the aircraft with the bomb back to the base safely. On the 7th of January, 1972, Yang flying the same Q-5A dropped the nuclear bomb at Lop Norn nuclear test site and the bomb detonated successfully, indicating that China's thermal nuclear weapon was ready for operational use. The 17th of May, 1974, Vietnam and other Chinese volunteers would turn in some captured /lost American equipment to nearby China during the Vietnamese War for Independence. Chinese researchers, also passed to Soviet studies, studied this technology to make their very own countermeasures. Through multiple tests, over the years against domestic missiles as well as some captured AIM-9 missiles, China would have developed their very own flare and chaff dispensers and were ready for service use. Q-5A received flare and chaff countermeasures in 1978. The goal was to ultimately make the Q-5A capable of passing enemy SAM sites and other anti-aircraft defenses to deliver a payload or nuclear weapon without being shot down and to return to base safely. This ultimately made the Q-5A the initial strategic nuclear strike and close air support aircraft for the PLAF. Q-5B. Nanchang began to evaluate the concept of a naval variant Q-5 for the PLA Naval Air Force in 1965. 3 basic variant Q-5s were converted into torpedo bombers for trial and evaluations. These aircraft were fitted with special weapon mounts under the wings to carry 2 torpedoes. Upon successful tests of these aircraft, the PLA Navy finally approved the Q-5B development program in 1968. The Q-5B had 2 special weapon mounts to carry 2 U-2, Soviet 56-45 copy, torpedoes or 1,000-1,500 kg free-fall bombs. The landing gears were enhanced to support the increased overall weight of the aircraft. The cockpit was raised and the conical nose was rounded. The wing area was also increased for better aerodynamic performance. The aircraft was powered by 2 more powerful WP-6A turbojets rated at 36.8 kN, 3,750 kg, with afterburning. The fuselage weapon bay was removed to give more space for internal fuel. In addition, the aircraft was also to be fitted with 4 avionics improvements, including the GEA-13 radar, Doppler navigation radar, number 45, optical sight, and KJ-4 autopilot. The Q-5B first flew on the 29th of September, 1970. But the aircraft could not be commissioned due to the slow progress in the development of the avionics equipments. By 1979, the torpedo was deemed too obsolete and the Q-5B project was subsequently cancelled after only 6 examples delivered to the PLA Navy. Q-5BII. This variant was developed as an alternative to the original Q-5B in the late 1970s. The aircraft was designed to carry 2 YJ-81 anti-ship missiles under the wings. The aircraft has a Type 317A fire control radar accommodated in the nose. The development project was later cancelled as the aircraft's performance could not meet the requirements. Q-52/IA/2/A5B. Nanchang began to develop the first major improved variant of the Q-5 in 1977. The program was intended to tackle the short range of the basic variant Q-5. The aircraft's original internal weapon bay was removed to give space for additional fuel. The main internal tank was enlarged and was added with a soft fuel tank. The aircraft has 4 underwing stores stations, each capable of carrying up to 250 kg bomb. This variant was designated Q-5I by the PLAF. The Q-5I was powered by the improved WP-6A turbojet originally developed for the J-63 fighter. The engine is rated at 29.4 kN. 2,998 kilograms, 6,609 pound, dry and 36.8 kN, 3,752 kilograms, 8,273 pound, with afterburning. The land gears were enhanced to support extra weight. The brake chute was relocated at base of rudder to improve the landing performance and shorten run. The aircraft was fitted with Type I ejection seat and sea survival equipment. An 50 WHF single sideband radio was added for extended range communications. Advertisement. The Q5 are 11,264 that dropped China's first operational thermal nuclear weapon. Advertisement. Q5B torpedo bomber for the PLA Navy in test flight. Advertisement. The improved Q5I with longer range and improved avionics. The Q5I made its maiden flight in August 1979, with 5 examples were produced for testing by late 1980. The results of the flight tests showed a 26% increase in range and 35% increase in low-altitude combat radius over the basic variant Q5. The aircraft's takeoff and landing distance are 130 m shorter, and its climb rate and maximum speed were also increased. In December 1983, the Q5I was officially certified for design finalization. In the second phase of the program, the aircraft was added with improved equipments and avionics, including the tail radar warning receiver, chaff dispenser, new firing forward/bomb sight, and pressured fueling system. The aircraft is also capable of carrying a range of free-fall bombs and unguided air-to-surface rocket launcher pods. The Q5IA was design certified in 1985. Later Nanchang added the Q5IA with an all-aspect radar warning receiver and some other minor improvements, and gave the aircraft a new designation Q52. The aircraft was available in the export market under the designation of 5B. This variant may have been exported to North Korea. Q53. The Q53 was developed from the Q5IA for the export market and has been given a westernized designation of 5C. The aircraft received its first order from the Pakistani Air Force, PAF, in April 1981. 3 prototypes rolled out in 1982 and the first flight took place on the 7th of September 1982. The aircraft passed its trial review in January 1983 and the delivery of the first batch of the aircraft began in March 1983. The A5C in the PAF service featured 32 modifications to meet the requirements of the PAF, including Martin Baker ejection seat, updated avionics, RWR, IFF, UHF radio, and hardpoints modified for Western weapons such as R550, Magic or AIM-9 Sidewinder. Over 100 examples were delivered to the PAF in the 1980s. The aircraft was also exported to Bangladesh, Burma and Sudan. Q5M. In July 1986, Nanchang signed a contract with the Italian company Air Italia, now Alenia, to co-develop an improved variant known as Q5M. The aircraft was developed on the Q5IA airframe, but upgraded with 17 items of avionics provided by Air Italia. The upgrade package was based on the avionics suite of the AMX International AMX ground attack aircraft, featuring inertial navigation system, INS, head-up display, ranging radar, air data computer, and 2 central mission computers, all of which are connected by a MIL STD 1553B data bus. For surface attack missions, the Q5M could carry 11 types of free-fall bombs and forward/or 4 types of unguided rockets. The avionics upgrade package enables the aircraft deliver these weapons accurately over long-distance flight in all weather conditions. For self-defense, the Q5M could also carry 2 PL5, PL7 or French R550IR guidance short-range air-to-air missiles. To improve the aircraft's survivability in the battlefield against enemy air defense weaponry, the Q-5M was equipped with an Electronic Countermeasures (ECM) suite, including the all-aspect radar warning receiver and chaff forward/flare dispenser. The warning receiver and the dispenser are correlated so that the aircraft could automatically launch the chaff and flares immediately when a threat is detected. If necessary, the launch of the chaffs and flares could also be manually controlled by the pilot. Modification of a Q-5IA began in August 1986. The first prototype flew successfully on the 30th of August 1987 and the aircraft was displayed in the 1987 Paris Air Show and 1988 Farnborough Air Show. Although the project was later cancelled during the aftermath of the 1989 incident, its technologies are believed to have been used on the development of the Q-5D. Q-5K. The Q-5K is the version produced under the joint Sino-French agreement signed in 1987 to provide an alternative to the Q-5M, with prototype trials beginning in September 1991. The Q-5K features a Thomson CSF VE110 HUD and TMV 630 laser rangefinder, as well as other improvements. The project was cancelled in the 1990s due to political and economic reasons. Q-5D. As the PLAF failed to find a suitable successor to the aging Q-5, Nanchang, Hongdu, began to develop a further improved variant Q-5D in the 1990s, possibly based on the technologies of the cancelled Q-5M program. The aircraft was reported to first fly in the late 1990s, with a small number delivered to the PLAF to replace the aging Q-5I and Q-5IA. The Q-5D in service with the PLAF can be identified by its deep green color scheme in contrast to the light gray and alloy silver on early variants. Inside the fuselage, the aircraft is fitted with an instrument compartment located in front of the nose landing gear. The compartment may accommodate a new Doppler navigation radar or a TV camera. The aircraft is also fitted with improved avionics including HUD, GPS /INS navigation, RWR, TACAN, and chaff /flare launcher. The aircraft is also said to have a longer range and can carry more types of bombs, though the precision strike capability is still not fitted on this plane as standard. Q-5 Precision Strike. The PLAF has been seeking to add the Q-5 with precision strike capability for many years. This effort has led to the introduction of a new precision strike variant Q-5 in 2007. The variant features an underchin laser target designator and carries two indigenous 500 kg laser-guided bombs, comparable to the US Paveway I, under the wings. A conformal fuel tank is mounted under the fuselage to give the aircraft extended range. However, such modification may further increase the weight of the airframe and thus reduce the aircraft's aerodynamic performance. The latest internet source photo confirmed that this variant is already operational with the PLAF 5th Air Division. Advertisement. A 5C carrying air-to-surface and air-to-air weapons on its external hard points. Advertisement. Q-5K jointly developed by PRC and France featuring a laser rangefinder in the nose. Q-5C Precision Strike variant with laser-guided bombs and a conformal fuel tank. Q-5J. Hongdu developed the twin-seat trainer variant Q-5J to replace the obsolete JJ-6 fighter trainer for Q-5 pilot training. The aircraft has a redesigned forward fuselage and Enlarged tail fin to improve stability. The first flight took place on the 28th of February, 2005. The project was funded by Hongdu with no support from the PLAF. It is not known whether the PLAF would eventually accept this design. Specifications. Builder Nanchang Aircraft Company. Wingspan 31 feet, 10 in, 9.8 m. Length 54 feet, 10 in, 16.74 m. Height 14.8 feet, 4.51 m. Weight 12,000 kilograms full load. Engine 2 Shenyang Wopum 6 5732 lbst turbojets. Internal fuel 2,883 kilograms. In-flight refueling no. Drop tanks 2201 gal external fuel tanks. Maximum speed 1,210 km forward/hour. Cruising speed 910 km forward/hour. Combat radius 600 km high-low high. 400 km low-low-low. Service ceiling 16,000 meters 250 kg bombs. PL-2AAM PL-7AAM 8x57 mm rocket pods. Sensors high-fix radar, ballistic bomb sight. Crew 1. Cost. Similar aircraft super-attended, Yak-38 Forger, Mirage F1. User countries Bangladesh, North Korea, Pakistan, People's Republic of China. See also AMX International AMX. Mikoyan MiG-19 Farmer. Dassault Mirage F1. All or a portion of this article consists of text from Wikipedia, and is therefore Creative Commons licensed under GFDL. The original article can be found at Nanchang Q5 Fantan and the edit history here. Categories. Community content is available under CC-BY-SA unless otherwise noted. Advertisement. Explore properties. Fandom. Method. Fanatical. Follow US. Overview. What is fandom? About. Careers. Press. Contact. Terms of use. Privacy policy. Digital Services Act. Global Sitemap. Local Sitemap. Community. Community Central. Support. Help. Advertise. Media Kit. Contact. Fandom apps. Take your favorite fandoms with you and never miss a beat. Popular pages. List of aircraft of the Malaysian Armed Forces. Military Wiki is a fandom lifestyle community. View mobile site, follow on IG, TikTok, join Fan Lab.